are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hagan.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
We're going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
11. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Rose.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go play action with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 coming. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on third down, Hagan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He'll field this at the 5.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready? Hey, cut.
Burrow on third down.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back to throw. Hagan. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
On one, right? 11 empty.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
On one, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
11 empty, paint. 11 empty, paint.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Hagan.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hagan.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Mixon will get it to start. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have recovered.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. It definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham. 27 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. It's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample.
On the move past the 40. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They give it, and he loses the football a second time. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
Here we go, here we go.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hagan. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, Hagan. He's got his tight end fan.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Hagan. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Hagan. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
11.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rose, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And able to get this to the 31. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Take it in at the 3.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and 2, now Burrow.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team.